top 4 things I think need to happen if they're going to go for a battle royale. The number one thing that I think we need is a good anti-cheat system. I cannot tell you how many times I have dropped a game completely just because it had a terrible anti-cheat system. I mean, just think about it. There are so many games out these days that almost every other game that you play, you run into a cheater. Number 2 is we need a solid, relatively bug-free launch. Now, I know we're talking about Battlefield here. Let's face it, there's probably going to be bugs, but I'm not asking for a 100% bug-free experience at launch, although it would be nice and ideal. You know, part of me is like, has an attitude of like, if I give someone money for a product, it should work. All I'm asking for is a bug-free experience that is good enough for the majority of the player base not to just drop it within the first couple weeks. Coming in at number 3, we have good and frequent meaningful content. And I'm talking about content updates. You know, I think the days of waiting like 6 months for a map to release are kind of gone. Many gamers these days, I'm afraid, will just simply not stick around for very long if there isn't some sort of update or change to the game. We need content that is going to keep us coming back for more. Something that we have like in the back of our minds during the workday that we're just like, you know, I can't wait to get home and do X, Y, and Z. I can't wait to get home and grind for this weapon or grind for this helicopter upgrade. Give us meaningful, good content, not anime slop or cartoon characters that add nothing to the value of the game other than a desperate cry of just give me money. And coming in at number 4, I think is the most important ingredient I think we're missing. And Battlefield devs, if you're listening to this, you know, I think we're going to have this based off the footage I've seen, but like we need destruction. We need Levolution. To put it simple and short, I want to see stuff blow up. Everything. Buildings, furniture, people, vehicles, roads, sidewalks, trees, little Easter eggs you can do to change the layout of the map. You know, if I ram a jet into a bridge and cause it to explode, I want that bridge to not be there. If I shoot a huge tank round into a hill, I want there to be a huge dent in that hill. Levolution and destruction used to be the main selling point of Battlefield, and recently it has just felt like an afterthought. Like there needs to be, at its core, the core ingredients that make Battlefield Battlefield at launch.